Leo, what's good? Are you ready? I'm your wild and free high priest. Chillin'. My name's Armando. This is a message for the Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising Collective. Regardless of your natal placement, this may resonate with you. Leo, I strongly suggest that you take only what resonates, leave the rest to the rest. Regardless, this may resonate with you whether or not you have a I knew I'm like the dings are dinging. Whether or not you have a Leo placement, this may be a reading that regards the past, the present, or the upcoming future, or the future indeed. This may be about them, this may be about you, this may be about everyone involved. Again, take only what resonates. You know, we are at this hour. Let me clear away. Can you see 144? Okay. Which is that number that speaks to the chosen ones. Though I have spoken on that phrase, that term. Take it with a grain of salt, because what I always regard the 144 as is like you're going through something and you're strong enough for that. And before I got onto the reading, or before I came on to push record and all that, I'm like, are you feeling like a Pisces? Which I used to say that to, I forget. I don't remember. Gosh. Was it Taurus? I always told Taurus, do you feel like a Pisces? I think it was Taurus, but anyway, Leo. If you are a Leo rising, Venus was in your 12th house over the last month or so. Venus is now, as I'm recording, Venus is in Leo, so the sign we're speaking of, yours truly, not me, but you. We are in the Mercury hour during the moon's day. How fabulous is that? I really love that. I'm getting a lot of quadruple numbers for you, especially 2, and repeating numbers like 4, right? 4. Anyway, this is your new moon in Virgo reading on our way to the eclipses for Leo rising. We do have Jupiter in your 12th house, in the house of Cancer. If you are Leo rising, I have to keep reminding you, right? Anyway, yes, let's open the channel. I open the channel to our guides of the highest, most brilliant, divine white light to protect me, to protect you and us as I channel and interpret for your Leo divine. Don't forget to hit like. Thank you so much for joining me. Ever so grateful to be a part of your journey. Ever so grateful to have you be a part of what's going on here. It's the fun, wild, and free high priest. Formerly, I was calling myself the mild high priest, so there could be a former aspect of you that you're separating from, and that is very much like Venus moving from Cancer, your 12th house, to Leo, your first house. And so that's why I maybe was getting the hint, the flavor of you could feel like a Pisces, because the 12th house is a Piscean house. Jupiter is there as well. So a lot of what you're undergoing, you were chosen for. The planets do choose you in a way to embark on a adventure, to meticulously look at aspects of your psyche, your psyche, to help you almost like levitate, like it's yoga, like learn how to levitate, learn how to extricate from the shackles. Okay. So what was I getting? I was getting 7 and 3 of Pentacles, a lot of Pentacles in your reading, and 7, the Chariot. which is a lot of Cancer. Think more, this could be an aggressive aspect when I say, think about Sagittarius, like you may not feel comfortable, like you may not feel healthy enough physically. You might be like tired, but get ready. I was getting like, I'm not a medical professional, but what was I getting? I was getting the colors, which I know is not really, I promise I'll make some sense. I was getting the color blue, like a lot of blue in you, blue, whatever, you know, and there's a lot of symbolism when it comes to blue. Deep blue, like saturated, cyan and black blue. So I'm getting a lot of Scorpio, as well as then Scorpio would fall in your fourth house if you're a Leo rising. And that's where the vertex is. So a lot of this, we come to tarot for a lot of relationships, but this is what I want you to recognize is the relationship with your body, the relationship with your mother as it pertains to your body. And it could be your body of work. Your home is your body. Remember, I always regard the neighborhood as like that is your home. There's a neighborhood within you. There's a system, like a neighborhood system. So it could be like your surroundings. With Mars being in that house, it could very well be relationships with what surrounds you, who you're surrounded by. And this includes a lot. And I will backtrack a little bit to say then, remember, I'm not a medical professional, but like I had to make a U-turn because I was, believe it or not, I was working off-site. I was working off-site earlier, and I'm like, Leo reading. No, Armando, drive, pay attention to the road. So roads, driving, the chariot. But back to the message about your physical blood pressure, because I was getting hints of like black tea, and also like hydration. Like, I'm not saying you need to check in like as far as your blood pressure, but it could be that, or that just could be the symbolism, right? Like what makes your blood boil, what makes you feel pressure, go there. Like who pressures you, who is pressuring you to do something, especially in relationships. Like who is telling you, like maybe you could have recently, this is totally tarot. This is your horoscope, by the way. Wow, like I'm just like wild, and I opened the freaking channel, and like you could have recently realized, like it's requiring a lot of like almost like prayer, like God help me, because it's almost like you want to you know, like the Simpsons, like you little, because like you could maybe feel like someone gave you the wrong advice, and so this is about gut instincts and how you're learning. You were chosen for this. You were chosen to learn in the last few months, in the last few years, maybe. You could have been affected a lot by your mother, whether indirectly, inadvertently, and that messed with your psychic intuition somehow, some way. And so it doesn't have to be that. Those are just symbols, right? Like the mother, the body, intuition, gut instincts, So clarify, detoxify, frustrate. It could be frustrating because you want to approach the situation directly in the Piscean, Aries, Mars and Libra type of way. It's likely better that I suggest to you, it's maybe more your guides are asking me to suggest to you to, it could be frustrating to go about this differently. It is your time to shine, so you don't want to spend too much of your physical energy and mentality on like attacking to resolve this issue. You want to resolve it in a sideways manner where it's like choose the battles wisely, and very much Mars and Libra. Wow, divine feminine, you know how to approach the situation from a spiritual stance now. You know how to disarm the warrior. I'm gonna pause because I need to like blow my nose and drink some water. Okay, BRB. Leo, this message may be totally out of sync. There is a reason why I had my phone near me. Because even though I didn't write anything really for you, I did write a little poem. And so this message is out of sync because I ended the reading. I reheated my leftovers for lunch, ate, and now I'm like, oh crap, I forgot to read for Leo. So here I go. This will be totally out of sync, but I'll put it between the weird gap in my horoscope for you. Leo, leaves falling sooner than usual times, unusually timed. When you're calling me, I'm no longer there. I've left. I'm gone now. You know now. Arriving on time. Ready to receive. Now I am what is possible. Okay, back to the reading. Okay, Leo. So the reason I spoke about all of that is because it is really about how you've this new value system that you're finding, the way to approach things. And then I just want to summarize it by saying, take good care of your body in a way where it's detoxifying, purifying. Get clear about gut instincts when the gut is misleading, when the gut is leading you. It's really not about fighting others. It's not about being right or wrong. But it is about you knowing what's right for you, right? So you've come into a whole new, confidence is your key. Come into a whole new you is what I'll say. Okay, thank you. Now just a bunch of oracle cards. I just wanted to pull like one from each. So what's this new moon in Virgo for you besides everything I just talked about, right? So at the bottom of the deck, we have you and your loved ones are safe. And it's new moon in Cancer. So it's about doing things a little bit differently, right? In a manner in which you haven't exposed yourself to before. So in a manner in which you haven't exercised before. And it's likely taking quiet approach, feeling, and also making sure you're tip top shape, health wise, physical. Cardinal moon, be bold and make the first move. Okay, so there's a lot to say about moving, like moving the body, moving yourself, driving, maybe acquiring a new car, things like that. Be bold and make the first move. Travel could be very significant for you at this time. I also wanted to pull an animal spirit from the wild unknown. Okay, but cardinal moon is like you need, and Cancer is a cardinal sign, right? So by now it's like you've been embedded with all the codes, and now it's about pushing the start button and going for it. So it could maybe require momentum in a way, as like this is so juxtaposed, but like take a break to come back full speed ahead. Take a little mini staycation, a weekend, and then go. Maybe you're doing this. Maybe this is what's happening, right? There's a lot to say about like siblings or someone helping you. Someone in the neighborhood. We talked about that too. Okay. What's good for the Leo? Wow, these just flew out. Turtle. Oh, a water animal spirit, and then hyena. The first quarter moon will have a lot of, or it will emphasize what's going on in your current happenstance. So fire. Maybe over the next week, you can lie back a little bit to reassess, take like salty baths, purify, drink lots of water, get exercise, get a lot of rest. You're in that crossover threshold land. Turtle, the amphibious turtle, is both land and water animal. So this is this turtle here is marked by a water element. Oh my God. And yes, the first quarter, I'm so sorry, I was like burping. The first quarter moon is in Sagittarius at the end of the month, August 31st. And remember, we were talking about Sagittarius. So Sagittarius energy, very significant. These could be placements in your chart, but more so, this is an aggravation, attention point. And I see it more as your body, the body of you, your body of work. It's changing for the better. But first, this tense moment, okay? Hyenas are those that, the symbol of the hyena is of one who wears a mask, meaning a mask, like using humor as a way to hide, right? So maybe I feel that it is outside of you, like someone is using humor to hide their wrongdoing, but it isn't about them. It's not about correcting them. It's now you understand what you've been through. The reason why that happened is because you are, just to tend to the proverb, like you're chosen to defeat this aspect of you and to conquer it. It's not about being too trusting, but it's about who and what you trust. Now knowing yourself more, yourself better, you trust you, okay? Moving on to new waters, calm waters, new lands, exposed to new psychic lands, to new feeling your way through in a new manner, okay? You don't shy away from this new way of being, a new way of feeling, a new way of seeing. You're trusting new partners, new people. So that's the Three of Pentacles. The will and the direction you have is meant to propel you to work with new people. The turtle. Holy moly, I'm like, like, can I catch up a little bit? Okay, I've also been vibing with the Alchemy. So here we go. It was a cool reading. Please check it out. Hit like if this message resonates. Or hit like if you just want to support me and the channel. Thank you, Leo. One Wild Unknown Alchemy for the Leo department. So, branding is trying to come out, which is, it's a lot, but got the gut, okay? And instead of giving in, get ready to receive. Allow what's coming to you to come. The worst is over, you've been through the worst. Okay. Wow. The Peacock's Tail card 55. Yes. Repeating numbers. Okay, 5-5. You took on the challenge, maybe unbeknownst to you. You've surpassed it. Flying colors. You've made it out of you made it through the wilderness. Like one of our favorite Leos likes to sing, right? Look, the great work. And Aurum, gold. There's something hiding behind the gold. The despicable face. Okay, that's the masks. Okay, you're no longer... So again, it's not giving in. And these could be the masks you wear. These could be the facets and aspects of your personality, right? With the Peacock's Tail, how are you going to shine now? And how are you going to expose yourself to the new world? It's not really about humility either. Remember, it's intuition. Y'all, I didn't even shave today. I'm so sorry. It's Monday. But anyway, the great work is very much, gives me that heightened aspect of the Three of Pentacles, which is Mars in Capricorn, which is the world, which is Saturn, the devil, the world. So being open to working in a new way, working with new folks, okay? And the great work is about the body. And like you have gold, so it's like maybe it's up to us for your readers to assert that in you, okay? To assert how to shine, to assert you in a new way of shining, okay? In a new way of, so this is Leo, Jupiter in Leo, okay? Asking you to show up in a different manner, okay? Fight in a new manner, which is not really about fighting. So if you're if you're thinking show up, if you're thinking, is this a message about humility, then apply humility in the way that you show up to fight the good fight, to fight for yourself. And it's more so just, I do want to keep asserting that this is not about fighting to be right. It's like your higher self or your mirror self, your spirit self, your soul fighting to be heard, okay? And so in that case, I do see like there's a friend. So Pisces, Sagittarius are very significant to you. Those could be people around you as well. And like I say, with the despicable face, there's the good, the bad, the ugly. Just like there's the good Leo, the bad Leo, the ugly Leo. So this could be facets of you once again. This could be facets of them, or facets of people that you see, right? Like you have good friends and you have bad people around you. And hopefully not, right? We don't really want to have bad people around you, but am I that type of tarot reader to be like, everything's good? And no. It's like, yo, you better watch out for the bad, right? So where am I? I'm like tasting spaghetti sauce. Full vision, the spectrum, inclusivity. The peacock's tail is a sacred image in alchemy. The mesmerizing display of tail feathers opens to mark the alchemist having shifted from single to multi-perspective. This is a great achievement. The alchemist has opened 1,000 sets of eyes instead of one. They've discarded black and white thinking and allowed the full spectrum of colors, nuances, and solutions to come into the fold. Creative solutions to complex social and political polarities can be found in this sacred space. The force field of possibilities has opened, and the alchemist has entered a new paradigm belonging to multiplicity, dimensionality, and inclusion. Utilize this perspective for positive change while it lasts. When falling back into black and white thinking, as any alchemist will do, envision the splendor of the peacock's tail. Each feather contains a shimmering universe of possibility. To ponder 1,000 eyes. Bring as much color as you can today. Experiment. Use it as a therapeutic means of expression and a way to loosen up rigid thoughts. Notice the palette of cards. Are they black and white or leaning toward a certain color? There's wisdom to be gleaned from the color's message. Okay, so we had gold, and we had a lot of this orangey sacral, and then we have blue, yellow, and red. Okay, blue, yellow, and red, really significant. Yellow, red, and blue. And then here's Jupiter, good old with the blue, with the tin. Oh no, that's the ribbon. With gold and blue, yes. Jupiter, I believe, in the alchemists, Jupiter as an alchemical symbol is marked by the color blue. Can I speak? The wild and free high priest has spoken. Okay, the red is really significant. Blue is really significant. There we are. Thank you so much for being here. Let's wrap it up by exposing what you don't see, okay? All right. What's hidden from the Leo? This new moon in Virgo, and as Venus shifts into Leo. First house, second house, very significant. The houses of you, okay, the house of you, first, second, third, and then how you come out of that, right? Like, because we have the turtle, like, it's you and then you in the world. But more before we get to the world, it's you and what you're confined, what pulls you back. The first blocks in the way. What's the initial pressure we face? So as a child, it could be like our parents, the rules, right? The community rules, the school classroom rules, things like that. Our older brother or our younger sister, or we have to take care of our younger cousin or younger sister or brother. Okay. And we do have the world card. Beautiful. Card 21. Look, you are in the Eight of Pentacles. Perfect. This is a new way of magic, right? It's a new way of doing things. It's and you've been doing it. So now, like, let me assert that aspect of you. Like, you're walking the line. You're not only like, it's not only it's now let me help you understand. Did you know that you're doing the work? And you're coming out solid. So it could very well be that this is happening at work. This is happening with more systems and just like local, colloquial. Like it's like you're going from small to big. Okay, so expect that too. I expect shifts at work for you, or in your community. Your magnetism, these changes you're making, your awareness. Okay, so the number 8 of wands. Your work is involved in messaging, a rapid rate of movement. Okay, so yes, moving, media, coming into not new media, but like you working with new media, being exposed to more media, also like just work, social media and work. How does whether you're using it for work or whether you're using it to work in your favor. Also keep in mind the breaks from that type of media. But okay, again, I could see it as like, did you know that you moving your body and you communicating differently, and your change and pace of communication, in the change of pace and communication and change of manner in which you communicate, also exposing, flourishing more, being seen more, all of that is I lost my train of thought there, but it is like that's what's helping to elevate you. So like it's juxtaposed. It's like pause before the rush, calm before the Leo storm, and the storm in a good way. Take this time this week to address how things are about to rapidly change for you, because you've been now working on how you intuit, working on so seeing the limits of unconsciousness, seeing the limits of world conscious. Okay, and then working to elevate, working to not fall into pits and traps. That then creates a rapid rate of change. Okay, it's almost like your way of thinking, way of speaking is changing. So be good to yourself, to speak of yourself in a manner in which it's helpful, right? Not saying that you don't, but okay, so the mother, but also the money, also making a faithful change, a step in a new direction, not being shackled, not being chained. Boy, girl, Leo, I said Pentacles, you said Queen of Pentacles. So this is Capricorn and shadow aspect of Sagittarius, or just third decan of Sagittarius. So later in the last week of Sagittarius, the last 10 degrees of Sagittarius, as well as the first 2 decans of Capricorn. Yeah, it could very well be about work. It could very well be that the next 4 months mean a lot for you. It could be that your relationship with your mother changes. It could be that someone that represents the mother that changes. It could be that you're committed. It could be that someone is really supportive in a way where they're helping you. It could be that someone is far away from you, but helping you, or someone new shows up, or someone on the World Wide Web, the medias, the social medias, the internets, like you're remember that they assert this in you. You could see them as that, but it's more meant like you are being asserted as this fateful leaper, like the bunny rabbit, like you're and more less bunny rabbit, more like freaking jackrabbit, more like jackalope, like you're big, you're bold. Okay, look, the chariot shows up. This is bounds and leaps, isn't it? The chariot is bounds and leaps, but it's going to require a new direction, or if you're asserting a new will and more directing force. Okay, remember what I said. Don't run out to fight for your truth from whomever, whatever it was that took your truth away from you, your choice. Now you're making the right choice by first committing to a focused, determined will, and a will that requires determination and direction. Okay, so very Ouroboros, well-groomed magician. So grooming has a connotation because of what we apply. We tend to fall into a pit where we apply words a lot in a certain like landscape, but we also groom ourselves into becoming bolder, more centered, more focused. So that's what I mean when I say a well-groomed magician, not a flippity floppity, angsty, bitchy magician, a like new world magician. Gotta love the words. The Queen of Cups. Venus in Cancer may have exposed you to a lot. It could have a lot to do with the mother. Card 22, the Well. You're learning how to create. I'm going to take those cards, right? Look, Ace of Cups. Self-love is what I'm alerting you to. And here's Sagittarius. Here's that temperament that I'm asking you to like curtail, right? And then here's what you're focused on. Okay. Wow. Organization, Taurus, work, focus, because you're focused. Is it you could feel you've lost someone? Okay, but don't worry. I just want to say, don't worry. God's got you. Okay, I don't want to expose too much of that because your focus should be on the gifts that God is granting you. Right? We do have the High Priest. There's a new masculine. There's a new approach in your masculine way of being, regardless of who you are. And you're very much, you could very well be like a feminine, or female or woman, or more driven by that. There could just be a lot of women around you, or there can be, or you're affected a lot by like the mother or mothers, right? In a good way, in a bad way, in an ugly way. Boom, here comes the divine masculine. Yay, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, bye, hey, right? Yes. It's like, that's God. God is coming through. Four of Cups, Moon in Cancer. God is showing up, focus, saying, hey, focus on this temperament, focus on patience, perseverance. You've made it through the freaking hard part. Now, instead of going in attack mode, now that you know who did you wrong, check it before there's wrecks. Okay, Check it before there's wrecks. You don't see something is actually growing. You don't. Yes, the Emperor is here. There's a whole new you trying to evolve, trying to come out of that, the Sun and the Death card. It's coming. It's coming. Okay. Wow. I've pulled enough cards. I just want to know. Leo. I'm sorry. I'm not one of those YouTube readers that's like, let's dish it all out. I'm like, can you make your story up too? Can you be involved in your story? Where wow, am I talking shit? Like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not, I swear. I'm like, Leo, I'd want to help you in a way where it's not giving you the answers to the freaking test, and we're not just looking at what has already happened. It's like, baby girl, baby boy, baby Leo, we already know what's happening. We over it. We is over it, okay? We are learning value system. We are learning a new approach. We are doing the new approach. We're working with the new approach. We're working in a new way. Mercury and Virgo, 10 of Pentacles. And you're a little dog too. You're a big dog. You're a big dog. Look, they're two masculine, and the dog too, right? Like man's best friend. There's a friend about you. Look, Queen of Cups. Maybe you haven't felt this way. You haven't felt rich in a while. You haven't felt richness. You haven't felt aligned in community. And this is what's happening. This is very well what the gift is. It's hey, you are now, like, now here's a job. Now here's work. Now here's a new, so, you know, not everyone is in that age. Like I know I have, what I mean is I know I have more older subscribers besides just like young folks. So it's just a new way of showing up in the community, whether it's volunteer work or whether it's all encompassing, whether you're doing work, volunteer work, a new way of showing up on social media, a new way to use social media. Okay. Okay. So we have 4 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles. And then we have the Page of Cups. So budget your time. Budget time, leave time, make room, spend more on you, okay? As you work to realign, like commit to your health, okay? Commit to health is wealth. 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, Sun in Capricorn. And we said the next 4 months, I don't know if I said that, but yeah, Sagittarius and Capricorn, those aspects or those seasons in December, January. Well, we said, because we had the Queen of Pentacles here. That could, oh yeah, she's right here. That could be the timing when, like big moves, big money moves. I don't know. Be ready for it. A big emotional leap. It's like you're purifying, you're removing a lot to gain more, okay? And just watch how much time, money, everything, mentality, physical energy, mental energy. How much of that energy are you spending and where are you putting it? Like, where in the community? Because you're learning a lot about this. How, and there's extension of love, like someone loves you clearly, dearly. You love someone clearly and dearly. It could involve a home. It could involve like a Pisces. It could involve a friend. It's like love blossoms from friendship to more. Like the way I see it is me being my crazy self, 7 of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. Don't feel alone. You could be coming from feeling alone, but you've manifested. You're learning how you will manifest this, and truly, really, it is. You're being shown the path away to get there. Maybe someone is helping you to assert this, and love can blossom in many ways. And what I was meaning to say is that it comes from inklings, almost like the measly, 232 now, the measly, and then it becomes big, right? Like, savor the time, enjoy regaining pleasure, enjoy the moment, enjoy gaining momentum to enjoy pleasure again. Wow. Did a lot of that make sense? Because I felt very I feel like I want more clarity on the 4 of Pentacles, the Chariot card. Okay. There's something that you're ending as far as like the way of being and doing. Okay. You've been around that block. So now you've been doing it. You're doing it. You've done it. Okay. The Chariot, Cancer, 7 of Cups, Venus in Scorpio. Okay. The body, Queen of Pentacles, choices, many choices. You're choosing the sun. You're choosing what's best for you. Judgment. You're choosing what to give up and what to give into. The Star, that fulfillment, justice. This is, again, this was part of why you were chosen. 2, 3, 4 now on the clock. Okay. Why are you a chosen one? Because that's karma. That's karmic. Here's that Pisces, Scorpio person that helps you, or this is just what you're coming into, that spiritual understanding. The Hangman, the spiritual understanding. The Lovers, do we not say the love, friendship, from friendships, from good choices, enjoy the measly beginnings. I know that doesn't sound enjoyable, right? But there's a wish you had that maybe it feels in the whole vibe of like someone took in the whole Disney land, Disney World, like someone took something from you. Well, look, it's back because you're making good choices. The Lovers, a well-groomed magician, right? A Gemini, a groomed aspect of you, like making good choices for you. That's what I keep saying. That's what I keep repeating. How many freaking major arcana do you have to have now? You have the Star, Aquarius, the Lovers, Gemini, the diurnal, the day of the daytime, coming into what you truly want, the day magician, right? Judgment, Scorpionic, Pluto, Uranus, Mars, the Sun, Leo, that's you, the Sun. That's like something that'll make you freaking happy, right? Timing could very well be the winter, beginning of winter. Here's the Queen of Pentacles once again. You're faithfully taking that leap, the Chariot, following your will and your direction, no longer fretting, have I lost it? Do I have it? Seven of Cups, Venus and Scorpio, Justice, Libra, Karma, Saturn, Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces, masculine, the King of Cups. Or, again, the end of winter, right? Begins now in the fall. The Hangman, Pisces, Neptune. You'll have a chance to revisit, a chance to realign. Okay, on that note, as I pet my neck, like who's touching me? Leo, hit like, hit share, hit subscribe. I've been here for a while now. Enjoy the message. It's a long one. Repeat it, rewind it. I'm so long-winded. I promise maybe someday I'll learn better. But hey, this is free for you, right? And you get to come back and watch it whenever you feel like it. Wow, total transformation, baby. Six of Swords, Moon in Aquarius. Again, that's the winter, midwinter, for the new moon in Aquarius. Temperance speaks perseverance. You can do it. The Hierophant, and then the Emperor, Death, the Sun. There's a whole transformation from here till winter. 3 to 4, 5 months. Okay, ascending. Congratulations, Leo, you are extremely blessed. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe if you made it all this way. Feel free to share it with other Leos. I'm sometimes reluctant to say share the message because the algorithm is fussy, but keep watching it, keep liking things, keep commenting. Thank you. Ciao.